Hello lords and ladies, welcome to a brand new series of Crusader Kings 3, the Game of Thrones mod. I did say for my next Game of Thrones series I was going to either do an unlanded character or play as the Lannisters. However, I have changed my mind because I'm fickle like that. So I've decided that I'm going to play even as Prince Rhaegar Targaryen. Just because I want to check out the special story content. I started watching a video of someone else. I think it was Simpsy. I think. But I only watched about 10 minutes and I was like, oh, do you know what? This looks really good. So I didn't want to see all of the special story content, so I stopped watching. But once I've played through some of this myself, then I will go back and watch and see what other people do. Obviously, this particular story content is advanced difficulty. Now, as we all know, I am not an advanced difficulty kind of gal, I'm not going to lie. I normally take the easy peasy, lemon squeezy kind of route. However, we're going to roll with it and see what happens. It might go tits up. This might be a one and done. It literally might be one episode and it's over. If it all goes horribly wrong. But hopefully not. Hopefully we can pull this off and do something with Rhaegar. I would love that. I am a Robert Baratheon fan, actually. I do like Robert Baratheon, and I will play as him at some point. But I think more just because of the whole dragon sitch recently that I do want to play as a Targaryen. And out of the Targaryens, do you know what? I like Rhaegar, so why not? So Rhaegar is, as we know, heir to in this particular timeline. It's Robert's rebellion. Rhaegar is heir to the Iron Throne. He's respected by the nobility and beloved by the smallfolk. As his father's sanity has dwindled, Rhaegar finds himself caught in the web of suspicions. At the Tourney of Harrenhal, scandal shook the realm when Rhaegar crowned a daughter of the North his queen of love and beauty, rather than his own wife. A year later, Rhaegar eloped with his beloved Lyanna, though some say that he kidnapped her. As the brutal actions of his father inflame the situation beyond the point of diplomacy, can the Dragon Prince save his house from oblivion? I don't know, can we? Let's find out. Okay, so here we've got Prince Rhaegar with his wife Elia, and they sit on Dragonstone. Rhaegar's looking dapper in his armour there. Really like that, that's really nice. So Rhaegar is diligent, he's calm, he's inquisitive, and he's brave. He's an astute intellectual, aspiring blade master. He's a poet. That's nice for him. So he enjoys spending his evenings giving rhyme and verse to his thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Awesome. He's intelligent and he is beautiful. He's also melancholic. He's a skilled fighter and he's a knight. He's obviously following Faith of the Seven and he is of high Valyrian culture. Let's have a look at his stats. So he's got 22 diplomacy, which is excellent, and he's also got excellent learning at 25 and excellent prowess at 34, so that's really good. He's got 11 martial, he's got 16 stewardship and 10 intrigue, so not bad across the board. The titles we have is Dragonstone, High Lordship of Dragonstone, and Lordship of Dragonstone. And our player heir is our son, Prince Aegon Targaryen of Dragonstone. And then we also have our daughter, Princess Rhaenys Targaryen of Dragonstone. Okay, lovely. Who do we have in our relationship? So we've got our friends here. Sir Arthur Dane, Lord John Connington of Nestridge, the Mild Muton, and Sir Richard Longmouth. And our rival is Robert Baratheon of the Stormlands. Robert with his whole 53 prowess. Insane. We do not want to be coming toe-to-toe with Bobby. Definitely not. So let's see what we can do then. Before I look at anything, I know we've got a decision available here. We've got the usual decisions as well about requesting loans, petitioning the king, blah blah blah, holding court. Not yet. Choose patron aspects. So let's just have a look. What can we counter against? So we've got melancholic, which is giving us -1 to our diplomacy, martial, stewardship, and intrigue, and -10 to our fertility, and our health takes a moderate penalty, which is not good. So is there anything here that we can do to counteract that? The father gives us a +1 diplomacy, minus intrigue, popular opinion. The mother counters a little bit of the loss of fertility. We might have to take that actually, because we've got 2 children. I would like another son. I think if I'm correct, this decision that we've got is a scheme against Ares to kidnap him. So, decisions. Do you know what? I'm going to take the stranger. I initially thought that I was going to go for the mother and take the increase in fertility, but changed my mind. We're going with the stranger. So because of our learning education, we get 30% more experience in the learning lifestyle. So let's take that. I think we're going to go for the scholarship focus. And I think we'll probably go down scholar, but I don't know. We'll think about that when we get a pit point and see what we want to put it into. We also have an empty council position. We've got 2 actually, so we need an admiral and we need a castellan. So our castellan, I never know what to choose here, so I'm just gonna go by relevance. And he likes us as well. So Lord Adrian Celtigar, the Red Crab. He, yeah, we've got a good relationship with him, and his stats are decent across the board, I think. Marshall's not. Marshall's terrible, but we'll assign him because I have not. Oh, we reassigned him. Well, here he's our chancellor. Okay. Oh, these are not great, are they? Let's see what we can do here. So a chancellor. I never know whether it's better to pick someone who has like this, like the diplomacy education trait, or to go with somebody who's got the higher diplomacy. I think our maester, can we pop you there? Yeah, you'll do. We need an admiral, which I think they need. Oh, hang on, you might need to be that instead. Oh no, they need. That's my bad. They need good marshal and stewardship, I think. We don't really have anyone who's good at both. I do also need somebody with better marshals. So I think Miles Mouton, my knight and friend, you can also be my admiral. He was better at stewardship than marshal, but that's fine. And then Master Aegon, you need to go, I think, mate, to be honest. You're not the best. Our knight and friend. Do you know what? We'll just give these positions to our friends. We'll fire him and we'll put you there. Oh, he's looking snazzy. You're not the best at that. Oh, he is brilliant though. But we'll put you here instead. Fire you. That's better. Our spy master, Boris Bullock. That sounds like an unfortunate name. Let's see if we got anyone better. He's really good. But Alaris, you're an intricate web weaver. We'll go with you. Hang on, how much better at? Yeah, you are quite a bit better. Yeah, we'll assign you. That's fine. You seem better for that job, to be honest. Okay, so the council's looking a little bit better. We've got some court artifact. Ooh, this is nice. This is snazzy. And look at him sat there, Prince Rhaegar. Looking good. Looking handsome. Let's pop our court artifacts in. So we have the Targaryen house banner. That can go there. And we have the painted table. Illustrious throne, which gives us some prestige, monthly renown, diplomatic range, court grandeur, and legitimacy. Excellent. Awesome. That's everything, I think. I'm not going to look at any tours or tournaments just yet. Petition the king. The aftermath of Harrenhal. We can declare wars. We've got enough on our plate at the moment. We can negotiate an alliance with our father, which we're not going to do. I don't think there's much... Oh, hang on, actually. We'll just look at our military. So what have we got? We've got some crossbowmen that are unstationed, so let's station them. Lost myself for a moment then. Let's pop them there. And then we've obviously got the War of the Usurper. I think we're going to take this decision straight away. Let's try to get in there, I think. We kind of don't want to come toe to toe with Robert, so the reign of my father, King Heir II, has become a nightmare for the lords and ladies of Westeros, and for all the people of the Seven Kingdoms. His unpredictable outbursts, fueled by paranoia, and his obsession with fire are a liability for the realm and my house. His tyranny has brought House Targaryen to the very edge of our demise, and it must be stopped. So the effect of taking this decision is that we will send ravens to the important houses of the realm that remain loyal to the crown and ask them to commence for a war council. So let the ravens fly. I think we're just going to do that straight away. Ooh, the Harrenhal aftermath. The ravens were sent, and I now stand before a room full of my father's vassals, contemplating the dire situation I am in. To depose a king, not just a king, but my father, it seems unimaginable, and yet before me are those who might just be loyal enough to join my cause. It's now or never. Do I propose that we remove King Ares II from the Iron Throne? I think that we have to, really. So we must focus on the war at hand, so we could abandon the plot entirely and instead lead a true war council in hopes of defeating the usurper. We're not going to do that. So we begin explaining our plans to those seated before you, knowing not which of these vassals will join your side or betray you to the Mad King himself. So we're going to have to hope that that doesn't happen. And hope that the stranger is on our side. So the time has come, the plot has been discussed, and now I stand before my councillors awaiting their reply. My eyes dart back and forth around the room. Many loyal vassals sit before me. Who will join me to put an end to the reign of my father, the Mad King? The question lands like a scorpion bolt, taking all the air from the room. But soon those around me begin to speak up. Soon a chorus of support rings out, and yet some among us remain silent. So my dance with the deranged dragon begins. And it looks like they are backing our plot, and we will start an abduct scheme against King Ares II. Let's go, let's do it. Okay, so we'll quickly take a look at our abduction scheme. So Jamie would give us, so he can be convinced, and he would give us 47 in the thug contribution scheme potential. Let's see, who else have we got? So that's not bad. Lord John of Nestridge gives us 32, and he will join. We don't need to bribe him or anything, so we'll do that. Let's have a look at the muscle. Who have we got? We got anyone who will just do it? Richard Longmouth, my master at arms, knight and friend. Let's do that. Do you know what? I'm gonna spend the money to have him. So we've locked him in for a few years to join our scheme. I'm gonna have to go for acceptance now, I think. That's for the phase length, and this is for secrecy. Right, we'll do that. Don't think that's bad overall. I think we'll leave it at that for now, and we'll let some time tick over. A notable guest has arrived. Let's have a look at you. 20 prowess. Oh, in fact, while we're waiting for that, let's have a look at our courtiers. Is there anyone here who can help us with either schemes against us or scheme discovery chance? Initial hostile scheme success chance based on aptitude. But initial hostile scheme success chance. So does that mean that won't matter now? We've already started the scheme? Possibly. Food taster. That's to stop us being murdered. Sworn shield. Initial enemy hostile scheme success chance has a chance to prevent assassination murder schemes. Reduces your risk. I think a sworn shield would be quite good to have, to be honest. And we can have Jade Blackberry, who in his aptitude is good. Yeah, I think we'll appoint you. But what was I going to do? I got sidetracked. First of all, look at our council. So I think you're married. You don't think you can marry? Yeah, no, may not marry. Can you? We find you. I don't think we can find him a spouse, can we? You have a spouse. Who's in our court then? I'm gonna see if we can get some knights in. Have we got? This is it for our courtiers? This is our guest, a comely woman. She's a Westerosi Valyrian. Elora. 15. Let's recruit her. And then let's find her a spouse. We'll find someone with high prowess. Andric the Unsmiling. 46. Let's do that as a matrilineal. They would make some wonderful babies, wouldn't they? Let's send that proposal. Oh, so she's a knight for us as well. Interesting. And he's our knight. Look at this guy. Excellent. Oh god, what's up with me now? We gained the ill trait. Prince or peasant, high or low, it does not matter. In the end, we are all mortal. I was reminded of this as I woke coughing in the early morning hours, a dull ache pounding through my head and throat. My body is racked by shivers and weakness, my head leaking from every orifice. Nice. I heard that wheezing from across the court, my lord. Gawain, my physician, pokes his head into my chamber. Should you require it, I know a fair number of suitable remedies. Do no more than what is necessary. It's too late for caution. I will do no more than what is necessary. Gawain insisted that my humours were out of balance. Oh god, it's gone even worse. And that the best way to restore them would be through bloodletting. After consulting astronomical charts, he decided that I should be bled from my armpits and my temples. The bloodletting did nothing to improve my state. In truth, I think I feel worse. And we got worsened disease symptoms. Ah, damn it. Okay, dismiss. Dismiss our regent. That's not good. Oh, this is not good. This is really not good. A selfless regent. I never know what to do here. Oh, so is she our regent now? Yeah, she's our regent presumptive. Okay, cool. My old self. As I woke this morning and observed the first rays of sunshine, it took me a moment to realise I had slept soundly for the first time in weeks. I did not wake up coughing once. It has been a long road back to health, but I find myself in its warm embrace once more. I am glad to be well again. Wonderful. Thank God for that. Let's look at our children. So she's still only 2. We'll see. Wait a little while longer to see what's happening with her. Court event available. Inspired person. We're not going to do that just yet because that would take up all of our money. Unhandled court events. I need a hero. I notice my poet pacing up and down my throne room. He has been yelling at anyone who crosses the line he treads. As I approach, I am met with literary fury. Cross not my path unless you are a descending muse. Oh, the poet's face lights up in elation. You may have the inspiration I crave. My lord, I am seeking a theme for my next work. Could you tell me who your favourite hero is? Oh. So he has joined our court. That has already happened. Lomas Longstrider is such a marvel. In 6 court grandeur. Let's see. He's inquisitive. I don't think he would... tell me of Bale the Bard, King Beyond the Wall. Why not? Court grandeur is now at level 3. Abduct a well-timed bribe. It seems that not every servant at King Aerys' court is blindly loyal. Lilith shows me that she has a way in and that a few coins in the right pocket can go a long way. What is a little gold after all? Oh, it's an intrigue challenge. I think it's too risky. There's a 33% chance that it'll be exposed. She's going to lose 10 opinion of us, but she's got quite a high opinion already. Yeah, it's too risky. We can't risk that. Not on those odds. As per my request, my poet brings me a work inspired by Bale the Bard, but it is not as I expected. Like the stories, a hunter shoots a beautiful bird, and I cannot help but spout out a couplet. I trip over a rock and exclaim a rhyme before hitting the ground. As the Bard King composed the first poem by accident, it shows me composing spontaneous verses whenever I am caught off guard. This is amusing. I'm sure the court will enjoy it. We'll appoint him as our court poet. His aptitude is excellent. What does a court poet do? Court grandeur. Monthly court grandeur change. May randomly become inspired. That gives us a monthly life. Do you know what? Yeah, okay, fine. Because Rhaegar is a poet himself, so I think it would make sense that he had a court poet. He's clearly interested in poetry, so he's got his own court poet. That makes sense to me. Redoubled the guards, reduced the success chance. Ah, shit. Which one is success? Is it in scheme? Scheme potential? That's while I'm here. Let's find him a spouse. Completely unrelated to what but let's see if we can. In fact, why not go for prowess again? I wonder if she can. She's Ironborn as well. What's hers? 24. That's not bad. Yeah, let's just send that proposal. Remove him. I can't remember what. Scheme phase length. Maybe we can get better because that's not a great number. I wish I could see. Let's just remove him, and even if we have to pay. So go for contribution. Can be convinced. A bribe. I can't even do it with a hefty bribe. Offer our good word and a bribe. Let's get varies on the scheme. It's costing us a pretty penny, but that should help. What about what's your stewardship? Your stewardship's awful. Okay. She's feeble and she's barren. Huh. That escaped my attention. And she's chaste. Great. Not going to do anything, I don't think, if I put you on managed domain. No. I'll leave you on assist ruler then. It's fine. Let's skip some more time ahead. This should be quite a lengthy war, I think, as well, so time is on our side at the minute. Oh, here they all are. Oh, the Baratheons have got the numbers there. Oh, that was a big, that gave them a huge chunk there. That war score went up massively then. Grand Maester of the Iron Throne. In your capacity as King of the Iron Throne, you will now be assisted by the Grand Maester. Good, but it looks like I've been arrested. Yeah. I've been captured and detained against my will by Lord Paramount Robert. I am no longer free to return to my court or travel as I wish. I hope this does not last. He has imprisoned us and moved us to the dungeon. There's all sorts going on here. To Lords and Ladies of the Seven Kingdoms of the Iron Throne, I, King Robert of the Iron Throne, hereby decree that Lord Renly will be granted Lord Paramount State of the Stormlands. Keep my ambitions to myself. Let be known far and wide, from Westeros to Essos and the lands beyond. The Mad King, Aerys II Targaryen, has perished. King's Landing has fallen, taking the ruling Targaryen dynasty with it. Valar Morghulis. Oh, Rhaenys has been murdered. Rhaenys has been murdered. I had so many hopes for you, my sweetest child. All the things you would learn, experience and do. There were so many possibilities, a whole life to live. Maybe you would have had children of your own one day, but now none of those things will ever come to be. Rest in peace, little Rhaenys. Aegon has been murdered. Rest in peace, little Aegon. Has decreed that. What has he decreed? There's little that I can do. Okay, no longer held by King Robert against my will, and I am free to return home or wherever else I wish. I thought I would never see my lands again. Out of choices, my lord, the emissary from Robert's court, bows and delivers the news solemnly. King's Landing has fallen, Dragonstone stands alone. Options flicker before me like candle flames in a windy hall. We could hold our ground at Dragonstone, rallying what forces we have left, or perhaps even request a parley with the usurper to secure our seat. Yet the likelihood of our pleas falling on receptive ears is as certain as the outcome of any defence we might muster. A heavy sigh escapes my lips as I weigh our dwindling options. It seems the wisest path for what remains of my house and for those loyal to our cause is to seek refuge in the free cities. There amongst the hustle and bustle of unfamiliar streets and foreign tongues, we could rebuild our strength and forge anew the legacy of House Targaryen. We must flee to Essos as kings across the narrow sea. Okay, so you, your family and some of your courtiers will flee to Tyrosh. You will establish an adventurer camp. You lose 30 opinion. You adopt the legitimist law. You will have Viserys Targaryen as your designated heir. King Robert Baratheon gets the Lordship of Dragonstone. Okay, well, so be it. We must do that. But our brother Viserys has died. So I have no heir. Oh, who... Sorry, I'm just like overwhelmed with the amount of shit that's going on here right now. There's so much to like look at. Cancels and nullifies any and all contracts you were taking or might have taken in the 7 Kingdoms of the Iron Throne. So we can't get any contracts then in the Iron Throne at all. Great. Okay, we'll select that then. Well, I guess I'm playing unlanded anyway. I guess being unlanded was just meant to be. Oh, right, okay. We've got our armor. How many crams have we got? Jeez. Martial prestige and renown. Diplomacy, prestige, stewardship. Prestige and renown. I think we need crown of the unweight. We need prestige and renown, I think, right now. Okay. Oh, we are mega stressed. Is there anything we can do about that? So she's barren, but she's obviously given us children. Let's seduce her anyway. Start that scheme. For the miserable Prince Rhaegar, consider yourself warned. You and your ilk about danger are welcome in the Iron Throne. If you do not take your camp elsewhere, I shall be forced to consider you a fugitive and make you leave. The cretinous king threatens me. Without at least 100 soldiers to your name, you cannot hope to resist the king. What do I have? Nothing. I've got 11 men. Okay. This is serious. If your camp is still in his realm after 3 months, he loses opinion of us. We've committed a crime. He can freely imprison us. Oh, okay. Fine. Danger, a quarrelsome lot. Hearing several thuds and angry screams coming from outside, I hasten out from below deck, only to find Stefan and Emma intense argument. I'll have no more of your idiocy, you spineless fiend. Stefan stamps his foot in the dirt. You're the one who has whined on this entire journey, squealing, are we there yet at every crossroads? Emma retorts, come now, surely you two can make amends. It's a diplomacy challenge with an 88% success. We haven't the time for your petty squabbling. Let's do the diplomacy challenge. So we convince them to settle their differences. Right, so we're off. We're moving. We're on the move. We're going to Tyrosh. Okay, we'll quickly, before we bring this episode to a close, oh man, everyone around us has died. Our friends have survived. And our King Robert's Kingsguard. Excellent. Oh, I wonder if we schemed against him, then they would probably join us, maybe? That's something to think about. But for now, let us look at our camp followers. So we've got Sir Willem Darry. Jothos Valarion. We have a Valarion with us. Derelict ship. The sea's calm and forgiving today. It still is a boulder. and a powerful wind at our back to boot. It seems it'll be an easy day for the rowers below, but then I spot the mangled corpse of a ship careening nose first into some jagged rocks just ahead. There doesn't appear to be any survivors, and the rocks would be no trivial thing to navigate, yet I feel compelled to go and investigate this mysterious wreck. Let's investigate. So there's a 59% chance to gain some prestige. We may find something of value. There's nothing but death that way. You gain stress because we're brave. So he is brave, and as much as I don't want to particularly take this option, I feel that Rhaegar would, so let's investigate. Just as everyone had assumed, there were no survivors of the wreck. However, the clothes and goods left on the corpses would indicate that this was once a wealth trading ship. Among the wreckage, I see exotic goods and luxurious clothing still intact, save for being a little wet. No doubt these items will fetch a good price once we make it ashore. A good find. We're getting 10 gold. Excellent. Take all we can get at the minute. Danger, this is fine. As we sail towards Tyrosh, the fresh air is doing wonders for at least my health and well-being. However, we are not all so lucky. I've noticed how Richard has been deteriorating over the past few days, and now there is no doubt that he has contracted an illness of some kind. But what the fuck has he got? It better not be contagious. He's my knight and my friend. So find a port at the Emir rest and recover. So we delayed by 21 days, but every patient entourage member gets 5 opinion. He loses the trait ill and gains 20 opinion of us for 10 years. Because we cared for his health. And I think I know a cure. A learning challenge. 77% chance. And we lose stress. But we could also gain stress, so I'm not going to risk that. We'll just delay the journey and let him recover. Varys has joined us. Interesting. Okay, Varys. Well, welcome aboard. We've got like a decent amount of people joined us. Oh no, shit, what happened? I was just looking at him. What happened? There is a deep and endless hole in my heart. Arthur was a constant companion and confidant, and to have him ripped from my life feels like a mortal wound from which I will never recover. My hand clasps a note he gave me, the last note he will ever give me, I realise bitterly. I try to read it, but all I can do is move it away from my face, that the precious words contained within it are not washed away by my tears. Though there is a crowd of many mourners around me, I have never felt so alone. I will never forget this day. I need to be strong and move forward. You gain ongoing heartache for 30 years. For 30 years, we get a stress gain of plus 20%, or I'll never forget this day. 16% chance we experience some level of catharsis. 32% your grief flows freely. Or my grief overwhelms us. I think if our grief overwhelms us, it's going to kill us. But hopefully. What happened to him? Was slain by Lord Howland of the Neck in a duel. He was our best friend. Sworn oath of eternal friendship as children. That's sad. That's really sad. Lord Howland of the Neck. We must remember that name. In fact, we will pin him. Lord Eddard the Metal Stark. Know him as the Metal. Okay, let's take that risk. Yeah, we experience some level of catharsis. We gain 21 stress. Okay, well, we've got a decent amount of followers here. Let's see what position we can put people in. So we'll... Hang on. The flight of the Targaryens. Following their flight across the Narrow Sea, the Targaryens have found refuge in Tyrosh. Prince Rhaegar serves as the Targaryen leader now. Interesting. Visited the Black Walls of Tyrosh. We gained 112 martial experience. Okay, the Mouse Mutant, you can be our caravan master, to point you. We need a maester. Lead to gold. The transmutation of lead to gold has long been the dream of alchemists across the world. Though many have attempted such a feat, nobody is known to have succeeded. Despite this, I have come across some notes written in the margins of a book about plants. They claim that one can create golden rain by boiling lead sugar in a filtered solution of seaweed ash. Could such a thing be possible? If nothing else, it's worth investigating. We might gain a learning lifestyle perk. These scribbles are clearly a nonsensical prank. We gain logical thinking for 5 years. Learning +1. Such pursuit of wealth. Worth investigating. Okay, you're average, but you'll do. Our second. The roads we walk. Path ahead stretches on and on, a lonely winding thread twining towards the distant horizon. My camp is quiet, just a few scattered tents and pack animals yawning in the breeze. Strangers and hangers-on rise with the day, preparing for their morning chores with reluctance. Most are the miscellaneous chaff that flit in and out of a group on the road with each new settlement. Few faces catch my eye, as ones I recognise, at least in more than passing. Fortunately, those that I do are eloquent conversationalists. You start out with 2 followers skilled in diplomacy. From we have some intellectuals. At least I count some good scrappers. I'll take the... Just thinking what kind of contracts I'm going to be taking on. So probably because, although we've got good prowess, so do we want some scrappers? We could do the prowess ones, couldn't we? So maybe we'll take some yeah, we'll take some scrappers. It's fine. The first region I need to obtain is lead sugar, an ingredient used to sweeten wines. I could find a supplier to import what I need, though it would be expensive. Alternatively, I can cheaply manufacture my own by burning metallic lead and dissolving the ashes in vinegar. One would spend money to make money, so we'd spend 20. And I learn if other people do all the work. A learning challenge. You create the lead sugar without incident, or we gain a chronic headache for 20 years. We can't take the stress or the health penalty either. We'll spend the 20. Let's have a look at varies. Valued intrigue courtier, beardless eunuch. He's a genius, fashionable, spider, schemer. Okay, I think we will make him our second. He's got excellent aptitude, so that makes sense. Does that give us all of these? So 21. Oh my god, amazing. He's the best second. He's just giving us a right boost. That's incredible. Okay. So we have a couple of other positions that we can fill. We'll look at everything else in more detail in the next episode. I don't want this one to be too long. So obviously it didn't our scheme to kidnap our father and hope to instill ourselves on the Iron Throne did not go to plan. So we now find ourselves landless. And we've had to come and seek refuge and make camp in Tyrosh. So this is where we're at currently. We obviously have no heir. We've got our children were both murdered. Our brother was murdered. So we've got that to think about. We're also very, very stressed, and that could kill us. I think if it goes much higher, so we need to address that as well. But we'll look at all of that in the next episode, and we'll also have a quick look at what's going on within the Seven Kingdoms as well. And then we'll start looking for some contracts and trying to build ourselves back up into a point where we can start making some plays again in Westeros. But for now, I think this is probably a good time to call it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate you. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, please consider leaving a like or a comment and let me know your thoughts. What would you guys have done differently, if anything, and how would you have handled this, and what happened if you've also played this as this playthrough as Rhaegar with this special story content? Let me know what happened for you guys as well. I'm always interested in finding out how other people do this. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.